welcome back to Redneck Snack, where life is too short to be serious. Now, this is probably a week that a lot of y'all are going to skip based from what I posted on Reddit not long ago. I came up with this idea that I thought was quite ingenious. Quite ingenious. I was like, why doesn't Crumbl just do a classic cookie week where, they bring all the classic faves together just, to make us all happy, right? Well, I got the fire thrown at me on that one. Really bad. Really bad. They were like, no one wants classic normal cookies when you can make it at home. We buy into Crumbl because of all the uniqueness. Well, folks, guess what? Most of the cookies from this week are classic cookies. Classic normal cookies. You got the chocolate chip and the sugar, along with the red velvet chip and the Snickerdoodle. And I mentioned all of those in my post. I was like, you could include all those. Then you got a chocolate, you got a hot cocoa one. The only interesting, unique thing about that is there's marshmallows on it because it's hot chocolate. We'll see if it tastes like hot chocolate too. And then you've got pancakes. So the pancakes is a really interesting one. But, this is as close to a classic week that we may ever get. So we'll see. I mean, we might not. Maybe you'll see from certain Crumbl employees on Reddit, how the week went. But from what I saw, a lot of people kind of just dismissed, something like this. Like, we're thinking, we don't want a week like this. So I'm all for it. I think it's cool. I think, you get some classic flavors mixed in there, and it's good for all of us to kind of get a good break from the craziness. Next week's going to be really interesting. There's going to be 5 different cookies other than the normal. The regular sugar cookie is not going to be around next week. Spoiler alert! But I'm not going to spoil those flavors. If you want the spoiler, Crogdog on Reddit has your fixins. So yeah, got a bright, shiny light. It's night time, so I had to get that light out. But one of my cookies, this is a good problem. One of my cookies kind of bent because my cookies are big this time. So we're happy about that. Even though maybe display-wise, a little harder to get it all together. So let's go ahead and pose for this thumbnail. Oh, and I dropped all my cookies. Good thing they aren't hot now. Because, if they were hot, you'd have an issue. Have a hot mess and everything would be falling apart. So, yeah, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Like, comment, share, and check out my Instagram, Redneck Snack. So, let's start with the least messy here. That's the Snickerdoodle. But, yeah, I have to keep in mind these aren't going to be hot and gooey like usual. But they'll still be nice and dense. So, here's a look. Oh, I didn't show the cookie off. I apologize, but let's see if we can just put that back together. No, we're not going to be able to. You know what a Snickerdoodle cookie looks like. Just look at that. Just look at that, Well, actually, I have a light now. Oh, I do have a light, but there you go. See, we're having a hard time showing it off, but, Anyways, Snickerdoodle. This definitely aligns with your classic sugar cookie dusted in cinnamon sugar. It is spot on. I wouldn't say I'm blown away from it. I think I would love it more when it's hot. So you have to consider that. But it's a nice homely cookie. And really pays good homage, whatever you call it, to the classic Snickerdoodle. I'm going to give it an 8. It's nice. I wouldn't say it's anything special, but it is nice. And it does everything so smoothly. So, it gets an 8. Alright, we're going to move on with red velvet. You can see it right there. I don't know if you can see it there. I mean, it's kind of shaded there, but you see that? You got light on that. But yeah, I've had the red velvet before. I think I gave this an 8 when I tried it last time. It's good. It's good. But I don't remember being so groundbreaking. I love red velvet, by the way. I really want them to bring back the red velvet cream cheese because I haven't tried that one yet. But I've tried this one way early on in my review journey with Crumbl. So one more look. You know. Anyways. Yeah, it's just simple. It's like a chocolate cookie with white chips. It kind of reminds me of the the chocolate cookies and cream that they had a few weeks ago. It's kind of reminiscent of that. It doesn't have quite the cocoa flavor that an Oreo flavor has. But they really do it well. And maybe I gave it higher than a 8 last time because I really am enjoying this. It's simple, but the cocoa flavor is nice and rich. And it makes me want more. So, I might have to go buy another red velvet cookie. But it is good. It's very enjoyable. Quite dense, but not overly rich. Just to the point where I really do enjoy it. I don't know. I say an 8.5 or 9, but I wouldn't put it up top with the best ones. Not quite there, but it's still really solid cookie. So 2 classics that you can't really beat. Now we got pancake. It does look quite different than waffle. It's described as a pancake-based cookie with maple cream topping and then buttercream. As you can see, look at that beautiful thing, and the buttercream just fell off, but we're putting it right back on, and it just wants to roll off. So we're going to stop showing it off, and we're going to eat this bad boy. This is the one new cookie. I like that they kind of cut it back to one new cookie a week. It's what they need to do. And look at that. The buttercream decides it wants to slip off at every chance that it gets, other than when I cut it with the cookie cutter. So that's just weird and obnoxious, but what can I say? All right, I'm going to take the smaller piece, and we're going to try it. Okay. It definitely has a difference from waffle. It's not quite as dense, and it's a little more sugary. Yeah. And it's got more of a buttermilk flavor. Like, it's more floury, maybe. And it definitely does serve that pancake flavor well. Like, they did a good job on this. Now we'll probably have a debate between waffle and pancake. And honestly, we're probably going to get them side by side at one point down the line. Not anytime soon, but some point down the line. But no, that does a good job. Like, they did a really good job of that. I think I definitely like it at least a little more than Snickerdoodle. So I'll bump Red Velvet up to a 9. And I'll put this at an 8.5. It does very good. Maybe I would love it even more if it was a hot cookie right now. But I think it's good. I think it's not over the top crazy. But it does very good things. And it's unique. So an 8.5 from me. So a very good week from Crumbl so far. If you're holding off, cool. But I think this is definitely a week that it's worth trying out. So here's hot chocolate. Not so hot now because, you know, I had to drive and things to do. But it's still going to be good. So it's good that I saved that one for last because we got a mess on the cookie cutter. I'm going to take this piece and try it out. I'm very intrigued to see if this actually tastes like hot chocolate. So, a lot of times hot chocolate items do taste like it. So, we'll see. I don't know if my mind's playing tricks on me or if I actually do like taste a different dynamic here. I think you can definitely taste some hot chocolate in there. Yeah, it definitely seems like they mix in hot chocolate powder into the dough. I can't confirm or deny that, but that's what it kind of tastes like. The chocolate flavor is bold, like, you know, like the rest of their cookies that are chocolate. So it is kind of hard to kind of get that sense of hot chocolate flavor in there. And then the marshmallow, but the marshmallows add a nice crunch and kind of change it up too. So I like it. But I don't know. I would pretty much put somewhere on the level of, you know, the Snickerdoodle, maybe under it. So maybe a 7.5 here, or even an 8. But I think I would just enjoy the Snickerdoodle a little bit more, especially since it's its own, you know, thing. For hot chocolate, it's mostly just chocolate. It doesn't really, it's got that, I think to me it's got some hot chocolate powder in it, but there's a lot of just chocolate base to it anyways. So yeah, good week for Crumbl. I wouldn't say you'll be jumping up and down in joy for it, but I think it's got some classics that are worth looking into. So yeah, just go check out Crumbl's week. I think Red Velvet's the best this week, but a lot of people might debate otherwise. So these are definitely out there for you to try. I hope you go check it out. And other than that, I will see y'all around.